Good morning. So, this short series is going to be about you deserving better. And the first instance of that is talking about how we tend to handcuff ourselves to failure. There are so many times that we just decide to just tie ourselves up and handcuff ourselves to something that's not working for us, that's not serving us, that's no longer for us. And I think the best example that we may see to other people is when you see your friend or that male or female that with a waste man or a waste woman, and you keep saying to yourself, boy, why them still in a relationship, boy? Like, them still together, boy? And you know, it'll be better for them just to break up, find their own parts, do their own thing, but for some reason, they just keep sticking together and they're just toxic for each other. And you might think that, nah, boy, I better than that. I'm not going to be in a situation like that. Now, it may not be a relationship you do that with, but there's so many different aspects of life where we just continue to tie ourselves to failure. So, what I want to introduce you to, and you may already know the concept, is the sunken cost fallacy. So, the sunken cost fallacy is really the human tendency for us to continuously invest in something even though it's not working out. So just because we invested time, effort, money into a certain project or a certain thing, we keep telling ourselves that we need to keep investing, we need to stick around, because at some point things are going to change. We're just going to keep wasting resources, wasting our time, wasting our money, just keep going at it, because somewhere in our head we think that eventually this is going to help us out. And the relationship example is such a good example to even use this sunken cost fallacy, because is that we may think that, okay, we're in a relationship and things were going good initially, but we're in a rough patch. It's probably like a year or two in this rough patch, but we just keep going. I'm not satisfied, She's not really doing it for me, He's not really doing it for me, He's not really doing what he's supposed to do, or she's not really doing what she's supposed to do. But in our head, we're like, already together with this person for about 4 years now, and it's like, to go out there is a hard thing. So, I already invest so much in him or her, I really had to stick it out. And the trap with that logic is, okay, so let's say stick it out and it's 2+ years, 4+ years, 6+ years, and nothing has really improved, nothing has changed. You just get so accustomed and you adapt to this sort of mediocrity or lack of satisfaction, and then eventually things end. And things end way worse than they would have earlier on. So now it's like you have wasted and invested 6 more years or how much more time into something that you knew was going to fail from before, but you just felt like, I just need to continue in this. Like eventually things will change. And there's so many different aspects in life where this applies. Is like with our jobs, with our relationships, sometimes with our friends. We may be with a friend from primary school and that was your friend. And then secondary school is still good, but somehow in university, you all went different universities, or probably they didn't go to university, or you didn't go to university or something, and you all drift apart. And in the times that you all interact, you realize that, but this person is really my friend, boy. But we keep saying that because that person was our friend for so many years, that we will stick it out because, we're already friends for like 10+ years. So, we must continue. Eventually, things will get better. And then they keep hurting us until some massive thing happens that, scars us or scars the other person. And then it's like, you know what? No, that's the last straw. And it's like you invested so much additional time. And I feel like if you have, and not like feel, like if we have the ability to stop and say, you know what, this really not serving me at the moment, and it's like no hard feelings, no love lost, but if it's not serving me and it's not serving you, what's the point of us doing this? Why continue to waste time on this? Is like if our parts realign or we end up coming back together or something like that, or well and good at that point in time, but to continue pouring into something that's not serving you is just, it's not really going to help you out. It's going to cause you stress, and it's gonna waste a lot of your time and your energy. Because going back to the whole relationship thing, if you jump out and you realize, yo, this person is gaslighting me, this person is just toxic, this person just doesn't care, then you would be able to have time to actually pull back. They won't have as much damage or hurt, and then you'll be like, you know what, all right, cool, let me work on me, and the person may work on themselves too. and you might be better for it. Yeah, so you say in a situation that you could have gotten out so long ago, and let's use your job as an example, because we're just rolling with examples in this video. You went to university, or you did training for something for 2 years, and then you got a job for another 2 years, and you're in the job, you're in the field, and you realize this is not really it. Like, I don't really want to do this type of hours. I don't really want to do this type of work. But you keep saying, but I already put in the 4 years. Like, I put in 4 years, so I need to continue with this. I have to. And I'm not saying like jump ship, but at the same time, you could also do like a little side hustle, slowly start to pivot a little bit while you have your normal job, your normal 8 to 4, or however long, or 9 to 5, or 9 to 9. You get a little pivot, and then eventually you could test out different things. You could be like, you know what, I'm a doctor at this point, but you know, I could do art. And then you start to do a little sip and paint, and you're like, but wait now, people like the sip and paint thing. I enjoy it. And this could be something I could go into. There's that avenue where you just jump, and, well, not jump immediately, but you jump over time. And then there's the avenue where you say, no, I spent so much time studying, I did so much time trying to get into this field that I have to stay in it, that eventually will pay off. And then it could, but you have to be self-aware to the point where you might realize that, hey, this isn't really working for me. And you don't want to reach 25 years, 30 years. And then it's like, you know, I really do like this job still. And then you just spend so much of your life in it, you just feel like you can't escape. And even then, I feel like you still have the opportunity to escape. So, to bring back up the energy, to bring back up the vibes and everything like that, stop handcuffing yourself to failure. Stop tying yourself to things that don't serve you or don't satisfy you. Yes, there's going to be hard times and things, and I'm not saying that as soon as hard times come, you just jump out of something. That's not what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is we need to develop this self-awareness to be like, hey, I don't think this is working. And then just start to monitor the feeling and realize, like, okay, there's a few months now I'm feeling like this, and maybe there's something else. Now, we're not saying a relationship to start pivoting with some next man or some next girl on the side when you're posting next to you, and then they start in some fight, and then you're going to say that Kyle say to start looking at other options while it's together. Don't put me in your battle. Don't put me in the middle of nothing. That's not what I'm saying. But just be self-aware and understand and figure out exactly what serves you and what doesn't serve you. So, if you enjoyed, share, like, and I feel like I should start saying subscribe. So just gonna say subscribe. I'm on YouTube and I'm on Instagram. Sometimes I'm on TikTok, Facebook. Everywhere that you can find a video, you're probably gonna see my face. So go and follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.